Hello, my name's Anna Hansen. I am about to show you my signature dish from the modern pantry, the sugar-cured prawn omelette. It's very simple and very delicious. I have some peeled prawns. All we're going to do is slice them in half, acrossways, and devein them. At the restaurant we use New Caledonian prawns, which are a sustainable variety of prawns. Okay, so I've halved all my prawns. Just going to set them aside in a bowl and then make a marinade. The idea behind this marinade actually is something along the lines of a gravlax, I guess. So I want to cure the prawns, but I'm introducing Asian flavorings. So I'm using salt. I use specified molten salt in the recipe because it has a delicate flavor. But you could use any other sea salt, but just something that's not really strong salt. A little sugar, some soy sauce, fish sauce, a pinch of chili flakes, or two, and some lime leaves. I've got some shredded lime leaves here, but if you can buy whole fresh lime leaves, that is great too. I'm also going to add lemongrass. So I've topped and tailed the lemongrass, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this rolling pin to bash the lemongrass, and what that does, as opposed to just cutting it, it bursts open all the juice sacs in the lemongrass, which allows the flavour to come out. Then I'm just going to roughly chop. I'm going to add some ginger, just sliced, quite a lot of ginger. Then mix this together and then put the prawns in. Make sure they're well coated in the marinade. Just cover the prawns with cling film and marinate them overnight. For the omelette, the garnish is some rounds of spring onion, finely sliced rings, and some rings of green chili. Add as many or as few as you dare. And we need a few coriander sprigs. To make the omelette you also need smoked chili sambal, which I have here. I've brought this from the restaurant and we sell them in our shop. But the recipe is also in the book, in the condiment section. And I highly recommend you make it. The prawns are marinated. Now I'm just going to rinse off the sugar and salt mix. And I'm going to pick out the lemongrass and ginger and any big bits, and just leave them to drain for a minute or two. For the omelette, I'm going to crack 2 eggs, whisk them up, add a small spoon of the sambal. Now you don't need to add any seasoning other than the sambal, because the sambal has got plenty of salt in it. It's got fish sauce in it and dried shrimps, etc., which adds the seasoning. Just heat a small knob of butter in the pan. When it's sizzling away, I'm going to throw in my prawns. So the curing process has partially cooked the prawns already, but here we're just finishing it off. Just cook them until they're nicely pink. I'm just going to put them into this little ramekin for a moment and add a little bit more butter. And that's lovely and melted. So you want to have your heat on a medium to low, not too high, otherwise the bottom of the omelette is going to burn before the eggs cook through. I'm adding the prawns back in now. Some of the spring onions that we sliced, and a few rounds of the green chili. I like to serve the omelette quite wet, otherwise it becomes dry and spongy and it's not very enjoyable to eat. So gently slide your spatula under one half and turn the omelette. And just let that cook for a minute or so. And then carefully to the plate. Garnish with another little blob of sambal and a sprig of coriander.